Big Brother, mainstream media, government cover-ups. You want answers? Well, so does he. He's Alex Jones on the GCN Radio Network. And now, live from Austin, Texas, Alex Jones.
Well, we are live. We are entering hour number 25. Thank you for joining us. I know a lot of you are watching out across the world on the free video streams up at Infowars.com and InfoWarsMoneyBomb.com. Tyranny Crusher 2 just went for $3,500 on eBay. I want to thank the folks that are supporting us so we can get more equipment and do things like that. Got a lot of other stuff, different auctions going with signed pro-liberty memorabilia, Infowars memorabilia, all up at InfoWarsMoneyBomb.com. That has a link on it to the eBay area. We've had a big, successful money bomb so far. We're doing about like the money bomb the year before last. We're at about $250,000 right now. I'm told they're about to update it. And, of course, there's a lot of mail come in and a lot of things we're auctioning. And the money bomb will continue on out into the weekend as it always does. And so I would imagine we're probably going to get up to around $400,000, which is really a good goal. I mean, I'd like to fill the rocket so we can launch it at the globalists and the info war all the way. But I want to thank all of you that have supported the money bomb. And I've told people if it needs to be middle class people, it needs to be folks that have extra money that donate to the alternative media. I'm not like a preacher up here saying, sell whatever and support us that way. Just spread the word about the show. That's the most important thing anybody can do. When you buy the books, the videos, support our sponsors, it just does an incredible job. And again, I want to thank everybody. The Money Bomb's still going right now, InfoWarsMoneyBomb.com, so your chance to donate and be part of it. But as we stand right now, it's a little over $250,000, which will let us hire at least 3 people, more equipment, and more bandwidth and things. That's going to be a big help to put that 100% into the fight against the globalist. And I'd like to get it to 400,000, but it'll take until next week to really know and gauge all of that. But I want to again thank all of you. Also, I've had people like Ted calling me. Some people are calling Genesis trying to make big donations and things. The number to call us is 888-253-3139, 888-253-3139. That number is at InfoWarsMoneyBomb.com. We got crew in there taking your calls and your donations to our operations. Look at what we've built since we started expanding and doing these money bombs now 4 years ago. Moved into a bigger studio, expanded it, nightly news, more reporters, more crew, just everything. It's just our overall output against the globalist has absolutely intensified. And so I want to commend and thank everybody out there. Again, I just cannot thank you enough. I'm obviously a little bit punch drunk here. I think I'm even more tired than I was last year. Man, I am just absolutely hammered right now with being tired. I'm a wimp. I mean, I don't know how people do these. What's the record? Guys, Google record filibuster. I know it's the Texas House of Representatives, or maybe the Texas Senate back in the 60s. It's over 2 days. I mean, can you imagine not being able to sit down, not being able to eat, not being able to go to the bathroom, and not being able to shut up? I mean, I just can't even imagine that. I am certainly a wimp compared to the people like that. We got Alan Watt, always extremely informative, coming up in the next segment on world events. Jesse Ventura, I'll tell more of it when we come back from break, called me last night. He's set to have a press conference in about 55 minutes out front of the federal courthouse in Minneapolis. And then he's going to try to call in after that, or he may even call in before, but I think he said he'll probably call in after. He doesn't carry a cell phone, but his wife has one, Terry, and he's got the hotline number. So if Ventura calls in, whatever guest we've got on, whether it's Jim Mars or Alan, I'm sure they'll be happy to go into timeout. Timeout like as a kid. I meant like football timeout, go into the bench for a breather, going to the dugout. There's another sports analogy. While Ventura makes a statement here. And we got Jim Mars, as I said, coming up, and Alan Watt. InfoWarsMoneyBomb.com. Stay with us. This is Alex Jones with 5 good reasons you should consider buying a solar power generator. Number 1, new climate legislation could easily double or triple your electric bill. Number 2, our new energy czar wants to control how much power your electric company allows you to have. It's true. Total government control of electricity in the name of smart grid technology is coming. Number 3, in some areas of the country, the power grid is dangerously overloaded. And now, new socialist legislation is only compounding the problem. Number 4, dangerous weather is always a threat to local grids. Every year, thousands of families lose their power from weather-related outages. Number 5, a solar power generator provides powerful backup insurance and peace of mind. Folks, I really believe in the solar power generators offered by Solutions from Science, one of my oldest sponsors. You can get more information at www.mysolarbackup.com. That's mysolarbackup.com. Remember, the government doesn't own the sun, so go to mysolarbackup.com or call 1-877-327-0365. Hi, folks. This is Alex Jones. I'm looking for people that have the wisdom to spot savings, opportunity, and recognize risk. Saving means to make money. The Cow Ben Pure Soap Company can save you thousands of dollars and give you good old-fashioned real soaps that are triple concentrated and twice as good as what you're using now. Soaps made from vegetable and coconut oils that contain no useless dyes, perfumes, deodorants, or antibacterials. Your risk is the hundreds of hazardous toxic detergents that give you rashes, itching sores, and deteriorating clothing called lint. If you want something better, if you want something you've never had before, you have to do something you've never done before. Getting a free catalog is easy by calling 800-340-7091 or see Calvin on the web at 5starsoap.com. Take charge of your health now by calling 800-340-7091 or see Calvin on the web at 5starsoap.com. Hundreds of nations have fallen to tyranny in the last century alone. This is our last chance to not relive history.
As we're finishing off this agenda, they'll be pulling the rug from underneath Americans at home.
They have tremendous influence on our president and Congress, and they really are calling the shots.
I think it's incumbent upon all of us as American citizens to pay attention.
Fall of the Republic identifies the enemies of our nation, the criminal offshore cartel, hell-bent on destroying sovereignty, and on its ashes constructing world government.
Tim Geithner, Bernanke, they're arsonists. They're asking for more matches. And the Congress is saying, who do we make the check out to?
Today, it seems like nobody does care. And right now in Washington, D.C., we have seen a fall of the Republic.
Get your copy of Fall of the Republic on DVD at Infowars.com or watch it online right now in super high quality at prisonplanet.tv.
He's the T-Rex of political talk. Alex Jones on the GCN Radio Network.
Welcome, my friends. Welcome. It is Friday, the 4th day of November, 2011. And we have been live now for 24 hours. We've been live for 24 hours going into the 25th, 26th, and 27th hour today. And coming up, we have Paul Joseph Watson, our PrisonPlanet.com reporter. We also have Cutting Through the Matrix researcher, always informative and thought-provoking and incisive information, Alan Watt. Jim Mars, best-selling author, crime reporter, Fort Worth Star-Telegram, first person to teach a JFK-level, college-level course. He's going to be joining us to talk about world events and what's happening coming up in the next hour. Now, listen, Jesse Ventura called me last night while I was on air, while I was interviewing Alfred Adask, because we're doing this 27-hour marathon broadcast, and I saw it was Ventura. I answered the phone. And I'd already had a call from Tyrell, who was flying out of Los Angeles. He was on the plane, his son, with the bad news that the federal judge threw out the case. You don't get a day in court. TSA, lamp poles with microphones in them, cancer viruses in the vaccines, totally open borders, the super Congress running everything, the president legalizing aggravated felons who are illegals, just total lawlessness, peace prize to warmongers, torture, secret arrest, the troops openly growing opium in Afghanistan publicly, just complete and absolute abject evil. And Ventura was not even angry. He was more just speechless. He said stunned. And he said, I'd let you know, as soon as the ruling came through. And In fact, I even knew about it before it hit the news wires, about 10 minutes before. It was funny to get the news first. I got that from Tyrell, and Ventura called me about an hour later to let me know. But the point is, he's not a big cell phone user, and he will be mobbed probably at the press conference at noon, coming up in about 50 minutes at the federal courthouse. And guys, I want you guys to find the local news there, because undoubtedly they're probably going to have it live, or at least on the web, and we'll carry a few minutes of that. And then with our guests, I'm sure our guests will understand, even when Ventura calls in, and he said he would, but he's going to call the hotline and stuff, so we'll see what happens with that. He may end up calling in the third hour. Quite frankly, I was going to punch out in the third hour and have Watson come in, because I'm not tough like other people. Bill Meyer has the longest filibuster in U.S. history, and in May of 1977, near the close of the regular session, he spoke for 43 hours against a workers' compensation bill. So, and you're not allowed to go to the bathroom, you're not allowed to sit down, you're not allowed to lean, you have to talk continually. I cannot imagine that. Now, a lot of times they just start babbling after a while and ho-ho. The problem is here, you've got guests on. I find it all to be thought-provoking. I'm actually paying attention to what people are saying. I'm actually paying attention to what people are doing. I'm thinking. And so I think that's what is so incredibly exhausting about it. Now, some of the news, obviously, Obama tells allies U.S. will attack Iran by fall of 2012. So now there may be some can kicking, but Israel said they're getting ready to strike. Who knows what's going to happen. Also, we got another report here, fluoride, the calcifier of the soul. Again, Jesse Ventura to give a statement about judge dismissing TSA lawsuit. Thanks to Obama, the al-Qaeda flag is now flying high and proud over Libya. That's confirmed. Al-Qaeda has been given control. The media here won't cover it, but it's in the foreign news. We got the David Icke interview up there. It was pretty powerful yesterday. Remember who we are. George Noory was also joined us, and so many others. SWAT team kills a Marine veteran at their home. Then wouldn't let the ambulance help him. A new report from Courthouse News with more details on that case. And then obviously we've got all the regular stuff that's happening and going on around the world. Continuing here, they're lying and still saying unemployment's 9% when every real economist says it's above 22. Israeli Navy boards Gaza-bound boat, orders flotilla to change course. No-go, judge tosses Jesse Ventura airport scans. I'm reading Drudge here. Nearly 200 tons of prescription drugs have been turned in, part of this DEA, turn your pills in thing. Continuing, too much time sitting increases risk of developing cancer. No kidding, your body's then not oxygenated. All of that is going on. Acorn officials scramble, firing workers and shredding documents after exposed as players behind the scenes, yet trying to take over Occupy Wall Street. Union chief says we need more militancy to occupy protesters, but the left's always claiming anybody that's into the Constitution is violent. You're for freedom, you're violent. Why, Ron Paul and Alex Jones, MSNBC, say they want violence. Really? Really like your peace